Rome, where once roared the deafening cheers of 100,000 spectators, now stands a haunting echo of an empire's glorious past. These colossal remnants are more than mere stones. They are the last vestiges of a world power that once conquered lands, forged legends, and shaped history. But what was Rome just before the fall? Join us as we unveil the enigma, from the internal struggles to the dramatic change of religion to Christianity. Did you know the Roman Empire, at its zenith, spanned 3 continents, from the misty highlands of Caledonia to the shimmering deserts of Egypt? In the eternal city of Rome, grandeur knew no bounds. The Colosseum, the Pantheon, and the Roman Forum are architectural marvels that stand as a testament to the might of an empire unparalleled. But within the intricate tapestry of Rome lay strife and discord that would eventually erode the very foundations of this mighty empire. Join us as we unravel the mysteries surrounding the final days of this ancient superpower. The pinnacle of power. Rome was an empire that knew no bounds, stretching its dominion across the known world. At its zenith, the Roman Empire was a sprawling behemoth, extending its influence from the windswept moors of Britannia to the sun-drenched shores of Egypt. A tapestry of cultures and peoples, bound by the might of Rome, crisscrossed by legions, traders, and travelers. It was a world where empires rose and fell, but Rome stood as an eternal colossus. Inside it, all was the eternal city of Rome, a city where power and majesty were etched into every stone. The Colosseum, a colossal testament to Roman engineering and entertainment, where the crowd roars once reverberated, and the Pantheon, a celestial dome that touched the heavens. Moving ahead was the Roman Forum, a political and social epicenter where decisions that shaped the world were made. These architectural marvels are timeless witnesses to Rome's grandeur. But what was the driving force behind this vast empire's fall? You guessed that right, the leadership, in the form of emperors whose names are etched into history. Rome has seen many emperors, from Augustus Caesar, the first emperor, who brought the Pax Romana, an era of relative peace; Nero, the notorious tyrant who fiddled while Rome burned; and Trajan, the conqueror who extended the empire's borders to their greatest extent. These emperors, in their ambition and vision, played pivotal roles in shaping the empire. Their reigns were marked by both glory and turmoil, and their actions left an indelible mark on Rome's destiny. The beginning of the fall. As the wise say, greater the power, the more dangerous is the abuse. This is what happened to the Roman Empire. Let's unveil a tale of internal struggles, a web of challenges that slowly crept into the very heart of this once mighty empire. The first thing that Rome experienced was the economic decline. The economic engine of Rome, which was once robust and vibrant, began to sputter and falter. But what caused this decline? Skyrocketing taxation to fund the palace expenses and overextended frontiers were at the top. Not only that, but an over-reliance on slave labor led to the cracks in the facade of Rome's economic stability. The divide between the haves and the have-nots grew, sowing the seeds of discord. While the elites reveled in decadence, the common citizens faced poverty and inequality, further eroding the social fabric that had once held Rome together. That was not all. Beneath the gilded exterior of Rome's political stage was a labyrinth of intrigue, ambition, and plots. The Roman Senate, once the center of political stability, became a battleground for power-hungry men with their agendas. From Julius Caesar's assassination to the conspiracy against Commodus, political plots grew ever more complex. Who was with whom and who would change and be part of the conspiracy was like a road covered in thick fog. You could expect anything from anywhere. In the shadows of power and amidst economic turmoil and social divides, the heart of the Roman Empire was under siege, setting the stage for its eventual fall. The barbarian threat. While internal strife gnawed at the core of Rome, an even greater threat loomed on the horizon: the relentless advance of the barbarian tribes. Rome was surrounded from all sides. To the east, the Goths; to the north, the Huns, and beyond, the Vandals, Visigoths, and countless others. Each of these tribes had their own cultures, languages, and ambitions. As the Roman Empire weakened, they saw opportunities to assert their influence and carve out their destinies. In 410 AD, the Gothic chieftain, Alaric, led his formidable forces toward the heart of the Roman Empire. The unthinkable was about to occur as Alaric and his Goths breached the walls of Rome, plundering the once mighty city. The sacking of Rome was a momentous event that sent shockwaves throughout the world, and the empire's very core was under attack. While the Gothic invasion gave a grave blow to the empire, the Vandals were ready to deliver another crippling strike. Led by King Genseric, the Vandals descended upon the city of Carthage, a key Roman stronghold in North Africa. The fall of Carthage marked a turning point in Rome's history, as the Vandal invasion shattered Roman control in North Africa, a vital source of food and revenue. The barbarian threat was real, and as the empire grappled with these invasions, its once unassailable borders began to crumble. Have you ever seen a piece of meat shrinking on the pan when it is fried? Just like that, the size of the Roman Empire was shrinking. The Great Shift of Rome. Amid internal strife and the encroaching barbarian hordes, the spiritual landscape of Rome was undergoing a profound transformation. At the heart of this transformation was the meteoric rise of Christianity, a faith that would soon challenge the very foundations of Roman belief. From humble origins to a rapidly growing movement, Christianity began to spread its message of hope and salvation. It offered a different path, one not defined by emperors, but by faith and a promise of eternal life. While Christianity ascended, the traditional Roman gods and religious practices began to wane. The grand temples of Jupiter and Mars stood in stark contrast to the growing influence of the new faith. The Roman pantheon, once the bedrock of the empire, was no longer the unchallenged authority. The decline of traditional Roman religion contributed to a sense of spiritual and moral upheaval within the empire, as more and more Romans turned to Christianity for solace and guidance. The winds of change were sweeping through the empire, not only on the battlefield but in the hearts and minds of its people, as they grappled with the shifting tides of faith. This was the biggest shift that gave a blow to the mighty Roman Empire. The final decade. As Rome approached its twilight years, it faced a whirlwind of challenges. The dumb policies made by the leaders shaped the unfortunate destiny of the Roman Empire. The crisis of the 3rd century was an era of turmoil and uncertainty. The Roman Empire plunged into a period of near-constant strife, marred by plagues, invasions, and an alarming succession of short-lived emperors. From the Gothic War to the chaos of the Barbaric emperors, Rome was a shadow of its former self. The empire stood at the cliff edge, with its very survival in doubt. But amidst the chaos emerged a man named Diocletian, a visionary who recognized the need for reform. Diocletian, with his radical reforms, sought to stabilize the empire. His famous tetrarchy divided the empire into 4 parts, each with its ruler, and introduced economic and administrative reforms. For the time being, his reforms brought a semblance of order to the Roman world. Diocletian's legacy would cast a long shadow on the empire's future. But it was Constantine, a ruler who spoiled everything and left an indelible mark on the course of history. In the early 4th century, Constantine embraced Christianity, a decision that would change the empire forever. He enacted the Edict of Milan, granting religious tolerance to all. Constantine's vision reshaped the Roman world, marking the shift from traditional Roman polytheism to the ascent of Christianity. The empire was becoming something new, something different. The final decades of Rome were marked by both struggle and adaptation, as the empire evolved to face the challenges of a changing world. The final blow. The Roman Empire, once a monolithic force, was now divided, with the East and West heading down divergent paths. As the Western Roman Empire grappled with internal strife, the Eastern Roman Empire, centered around Constantinople, emerged as a stronghold of power and influence. The Eastern Roman Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire, preserved many aspects of Roman culture, law, and administration, and it would endure for centuries to come. In 476 AD, the Western Roman Empire faced its ultimate reckoning. The last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed, marking the end of an era. Odoacer, a Germanic chieftain, declared himself the ruler of Italy. The once mighty Western Roman Empire was no more. With a symbolic gesture, Odoacer sent the imperial regalia to Constantinople, acknowledging the Eastern Roman Empire as the sole legitimate Roman authority. The year 476 AD has been a significant marker in history, not just for the Roman Empire, but for the course of Western civilization. The fall of the Western Roman Empire signaled a profound shift. It marked the end of ancient Rome, but also the dawn of a new era, a period often referred to as the Dark Ages. The legacy of Rome would endure, shaping the foundations of European culture and governance, but the empire itself had faded. Thus, the fall of the Western Roman Empire, in the year 476 AD, was a turning point, the end of an era, but the echoes of Rome's grandeur still resonate through time. The decline and fall of the Roman Empire was not a singular event, but the result of a complex tapestry of factors that converged to undermine its foundations. It was a story of might and vulnerability, ambition and turmoil. The decline and fall of Rome is a lesson in the fragility of even the mightiest empires. Yet, amidst the ruins and the echoes of the past, an enigma endures. The final days of Rome remain a puzzle, a story that continues to captivate our imaginations. The Roman Empire may have fallen, but its story lives on, a timeless testament to human achievement and, in the end, human imperfection. If you enjoyed this historical roller coaster ride and want to keep quacking along with us through the annals of history, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell.